you've got a block handy, just keep it handy anyway. It's good for general practice. As always, please listen to your body. If you feel that there's any pain or discomfort in any of the positions, just come out of it or just lower the intensity. So let's come onto our backs, soles of the feet together, the knees out wide, and we'll just start coming into the breath. You can put the hands on the belly if you want. You can take a little rock from side to side, just to come into awareness of your back, your pelvis, and your sacrum. What I want you to do is to sigh out the first 2 or 3 exhales. Just bring yourself into the breath, into the practice, and onto the mat. And I want us to focus a little more on the breath. So place the hands on the belly around the ribs, and let's breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top and release for 4, 3, 2, 1. And just be mindful of that out breath as well. And let's go again. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Let's exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you breathe in, feel the ribs expand, pressing into the hands as the belly rises. As we breathe out, gently drawing back down. Inhale. Exhale. Let's slowly move our awareness to our heart and our shoulders. You can take the hands there if you want. It's entirely up to you. And as you breathe in, fill up the lungs. Draw that heart up towards the sky. Shoulders away from the body. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Just notice how you're feeling in this moment. Being aware of any pains or aches. Listening to your body throughout today's practice. What I want you to do now is just move your awareness as if you're looking down at yourself. And let's see if we can cultivate a sense of breathing in through the whole body. Inhale. And breathing out through the whole body. And again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Nice. And let's slowly on the next inhale, just draw the knees in towards each other. Just be mindful of the hips. And gently draw each knee into the chest. Give yourself a nice little hug and a gentle rock from side to side. And as you're rocking from side to side, just feel that lower back on the mat. Be mindful if there's any pain there. Just take it easy. Come to stillness. Inhale. Lift the forehead. Shoot the fingers away from the body. Engage the core. Exhale to release. And again. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And release. Nice. And slowly bring the feet to the mat. Let's take the arms to the side. We're going to inhale to lift the hips, coming into our bridge pose. Start engaging the quads and the glutes. And let's make it dynamic if you want. Engage those inner thigh muscles. Keep the knees a little bit towards each other, if your body allows. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale to release. Lower the hips. We're going to pulse with that position for a few moments because we want to work into the glutes. So we're going to inhale to lift and low. Lift and low. So flow through a few of these. Be conscious of engaging the glutes as we lift. And the reason I've been working more on the glutes is because many of us are working from home and there is that danger of snoozy glutes. I'm feeling it when you're sitting down just a little bit more than usual. So let's keep those glutes nice and active for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift, hold, engage, and release. Nice. So hopefully you should feel it. Let's take a couple of breaths out. And the next thing we're going to move on to is our abs. So what I want you to do is to bring the knees into the chest. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just open the legs out. You can straighten them, keep them bent. Engage the core for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the knees in. And again, take them out. Keep the back neutral. We're engaging the abs. Tap the abs for 3, for 2, for 1. And bring the knees in. The reason I say tap the abs is it's a good motivator for me. And again, just to check that I'm working the right parts of the body and bring it in. We're going to do that 2 more times. Take it out, hold it as long as you need for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it in. 1 more time. Let's take it out. Engage that abs. Engage, engage, engage for 3, for 2, for 1. And bring it in. Give yourself a nice little hug and just release the feet. We're going to take 3 resting breaths before we move on to the next abs exercise. So the next one, just while you're resting, is going to be very similar. We're going to bring the knees in, we're going to take them out, and then we're going to take them out wide, the legs, cross right over left, take it over, left over right, open wide, bring them together, knees back in. So it's a full cycle. So when you're ready, knees in, let's take the legs out. You can straighten if you want, open wide. 1 over the other, open wide. 1 over the other, open wide. Draw them in, knees in. Take a deep breath. And let's go again. Take the legs out, open wide. 1 over the other, open wide. Cross over again, open wide. Bring them in, knees in. Take a deep breath in between each set. We're going to take 3 more. You can stop at any point. You can feel free to hold them a little bit longer. It's your choice. Just do what's right for you. I'm going to do 1 more. Bring it in. Just release the feet. Taking a few breaths out. We're going to do 1 more abs exercise. So while you're resting, I'll just talk you through it. Feel free to watch because I'm going to demo it. It's a little bit longer. So don't worry if you mix it up a little bit or you do your own little versions. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring the knees into the chest. And what I want you to do is to rock up and down the spine and come straight into chair pose. And then from chair pose, you can hold it, you can come onto the balls of the feet, and then we're going to slowly lower down, bring the bum to the mat and come into your boat pose. And we're going to work for 3, 2, 1, low boat to high boat, come back into your boat and then come all the way down with control. That's 1 cycle. Let's go through it one more time. So knees into the chest, rock up and down, coming into your chair pose. Engage the abs, hold chair. You can take it a little bit longer if you want. Bring the bum to the mat, boat pose. Low boat to high boat for 3, 2, 1, and slowly come all the way. So what we're going to aim for is 5. You can stop at any point. You can do it for less. It's up to you, okay? So when you're ready, let's take a deep breath all together. And exhale. And go. Bring the knees in. Rock it up into your chair pose. Remember to engage the core here, work into the quads, press the feet into the mat. Come all the way down into boat. Then we're going to low boat to high boat for 3, for 2, for 1. And slowly come all the way to the mat. And take a couple of breaths between each cycle. So I will see you at the end of these. Just do them in a safe way. I think I'm on number 4. I have a habit of losing count. Oops. So when you finish these cycles, just meet everybody on the mat, and we're going to move into our yin part of the sequence. So we'll give it a few more moments for everybody to meet. Ooh, I can feel that. Wow. Feel my back is sweaty. So just take a few breaths. And I'm going to wait for everybody. So just get your belt handy. If you're using a scarf for your yin, just be mindful if it's not too stretchy, because you want it to be safely supporting you. Okay, so what we'll do, I'm hoping everybody's finished with the abs. So come to the mat, bring the feet flat onto the mat, arms by the side, and we're going to inhale as we lift up into bridge pose. And we're going to hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Come all the way down. And I want you to get hold of your belt. And we're going to do a few yin exercises. I kind of like doing abs before yin, because it's something nice to look forward to. So you get the hard stuff out of the way first. We're going to take the right foot, place the belt safely around the middle arch, and I want you to have the elbows on the mat. You can keep the left leg bent or straight. It's entirely up to you. And as you inhale, just start drawing that right leg towards the upper body. So we're working into the hamstrings. You can bend that knee a little bit. You can take that leg away from the body. So let's settle in for a few breaths. Just work with the breath. I'm going to stay here for a few more breaths. If you need to make any changes, just quickly do that and settle in again. Okay, just a couple more breaths. When you're ready, slowly release that belt. Just put it to the side. And we're going to bend that knee into the chest and just give it a nice squeeze. Let's rotate that ankle in both directions and flex and point that foot. Brilliant. We're going to stick with the right. So I want you to take that belt, place it around that right foot again. And this time you can keep that left leg straight or bent, but place the left hand on the left hip. Because I want you to discipline yourself. We're opening that right hip. So if you start lifting up from the left, just ease off. So when you're ready, take the belt with the right hand, nice and safely. Left hand on the hip, and let's start taking that right leg out to the right. Easy does it. Just be careful here. It's quite a deep stretch. Wow. I can really feel that in that hip, in the groin area. Right, so a few more breaths. So if you need to make any changes, then you can do that. Your edge might have shifted. That's absolutely fine. Okay, let's take a couple more breaths here. When you're ready, slowly bring that knee in. Release that belt. And I want you to give yourself a nice little squeeze on that side again. And let's just rotate the ankle again in both directions. Flex and point a few times. So we're going to move over to the other side. So I'm going to spin around. And we're going to take the left leg this time. So remember, right knee bent or straight. Take the belt around that left foot. Elbows onto the mat. And let's just draw that left leg towards the face. So it might be different on this side, and that's completely fine. Just breathe in, breathe out. So we're going to be here for a little bit longer, so if you need to make any changes, that's totally fine. So let's just take a couple more breaths out. And when you're ready, slowly release that belt. And let's bring that knee into the chest. Nice squeeze. Rotate that left ankle in both directions. And let's flex and point that foot. Brilliant. And we're going to stick with the left. For the last one here, we're going to take that belt around the foot. Take hold of it with the left hand. Remember, right hand on the right hip. Really want you to pay attention to that right hip as well if it's lifting. Okay, so don't worry about how far out the left leg is going. You're just doing what's right for you. So you're listening to your own body. So I know my left side is a little bit tighter. And that's absolutely fine. Just breathe with it. Okay, so we're going to be here for a little bit longer. To make any changes, come out of it a little bit if you want. Go deeper, that's absolutely fine. You might find that you get more space with the breath and the longer you're in it. That's normal. Okay, so let's just take a couple more breaths here. When you're ready, slowly release. Just bring that knee in. Nice little squeeze. There we go. That's nice. So what we're going to do next, I want you to all roll over onto your right side. Take the left hand onto the mat. And what I want you to do is to take that right shoulder, bring it towards the spine. Take the right arm behind you. We're stretching the top of that right shoulder. You can bend that right knee in. Bring that left foot onto the mat. So just take a look at me if you need a bit of guidance. But what we're doing is stretching into the right shoulder. It's quite strong. Again, these are all good stretches for much more home working. Posture get effective when you're sitting and slumped over in the chair. Quite nice. Let's just take a few more breaths. And when you're ready, take a couple more breaths there. And then safely bring yourself up. And I want you to move over to the other side. So bringing that left shoulder to the mat. And just put the legs in a safe position, but try to stretch into that shoulder. It's safe. See, now that's definitely stronger on my left side. Just a few more breaths. When you're ready, I want you to completely bring yourself onto your belly. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And I want you to inhale as you lift up into your up dog or baby cobra. So remember to adjust here. So David, I know for you, you might need to bring the hands a little bit further forward. Just listen to your body. We don't want to be pinching too much at the lower back. Stretching into that stomach area. When you're ready, slowly tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, and let's all come into our tabletop position. We're going to take our cat-cow breaths. So as you inhale, tilt the pelvis towards the mat, draw the belly down, shoulders in towards the spine, gaze comes up. So you're working all the way into the neck as well. Exhale, reverse that motion, draw the belly up, around the shoulder blades, take the gaze down. So just keep flowing through a few of these with your own breath. Just be mindful, just notice how you're feeling, if there's any sort of stiffness or aches in the back or anything. Just use this as a nice, juicy stretch. Just take a couple more and we'll meet in our neutral spine. And when you're ready, I want you to take that right arm out parallel with the mat. Let's take that left foot out, bring the toes onto the mat. And inhale as you stretch into that left calf, exhale as you come forward. And you can inhale to take a nice little twist over to the right, exhale to come forward. And again. Take one more, all the way back, stretch. Let's come forward, lift that left foot up, hold it straight, stabilize the pelvis, and release. Bring that right hand to the mat, draw that left knee back in. Let's take that left arm out, take that right foot out, bring the toes onto the mat. Inhale as we stretch into that right calf, exhale to reach forward. Option to inhale and twist over to the left like so, and come forward. And again. One more time. Let's stretch all the way back. Let's bring it forward. Take that right leg up. And again, try to stabilize the pelvis. So try to keep it neutral. And release. And let's just sit back onto the heels for a few moments and just stretch into the wrists. Rotate them in both directions. Open and close the hands. Any other little stretches? And slowly bring the hands to the mat, tuck the toes under, inhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, bend the knees. Let's keep it nice and strong in the back of the body as well, guys. So remember to breathe into the back. We're not just sinking the heart down. Strong pelvis, strong spine. And you've got the option here of dropping the elbows and lift. Drop and lift. You want to work into the triceps. It's just something I'm working on, so do it if you want. And let's come back. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale to lower. And again. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Nice. And let's take 3 lined breaths here. So when you exhale, just open the mouth and let it all go. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep inhale all the way. Feel that breath in the back of the body. Feel the back ribs as well. And as you exhale, take the gaze between the hands and slowly walk the feet towards the hands. We're just coming to our ragdoll at the top of the mat. So let's just swing it out, shake it out. Bend the knees as much as you need. Just let the back relax. Come to stillness. Take the hands wherever they reach. The toes, the mat, the shins, whatever. As you inhale, lift the chest, straighten the arm. Exhale to release. And again. When you're ready, let's slowly start coming all the way up. I'm going to lead with the chest. Keep the knees bent if you need. Let's take the hands all the way up. Come onto the tiptoes if you want. Nice big stretch. And release. And just shake it all out. And slowly make your way into your Tadasana. So feet together, feet apart, whatever. Lift the toes, spread them out. Bring them back to the mat. And let's shift a little bit of the weight towards the heels. But otherwise, nice neutral pelvis. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. Ujjayi breath if it's there. That constriction at the back of the throat. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale to rise. Take the gaze up. Exhale. Fold forward from the hip. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Step it back to plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Let's lower it down. Elbows in towards the ribs. Inhale. Open the heart. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. And you've got the option to lower the elbows, work the triceps, your choice. Remember, if you are doing that, try to keep the nice, strong downward dog alignment. Just take a deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, gaze up. Exhale to release. Take a few breaths here. We're going to run through a little sequence on both sides. So just take your time. Find your Tadasana. Arms by the side. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. And we're going to hold plank for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, lower it down nice and slowly and open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to inhale that right leg in the air. And what I want you to do for the moment is keep the hips nice and straight. So we're not opening out that right hip. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring the right foot between the hands. Inhale, open the arms up towards the sky, low lunge. Let's take the arms out wide. We're going to inhale as we twist over to the right. Let's come back through center. And let's twist over to the left. Keep it nice and strong. Let's come back through center. Take the hands all the way up to the sky to prayer. You can take a little back bend here. It's your choice. And we're going to inhale as we straighten that front knee. Exhale to lower. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to lower. Let's go again. And up. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Hold it here. And I want you to slowly straighten that front leg. Bring the hands behind the back. Take hold of the fist, shooting towards the mat. Draw the shoulders in. Exhale as you come to the inside of that right leg for your humble warrior. Take your time. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Let's slowly come up on the next inhale. Release the hands, bring the hands to the waist, bend into that front knee. And let's hop that left foot in just a few inches. Keep the hands on the waist. And this time we're going to inhale, we lift that back leg off the mat, pivot forward over the hips, coming into our warrior three. You can take the hands out, it's entirely up to you. Try to keep that right glute nicely engaged, so we're not locking out into that right leg. And then we're going to start slowly bending that right knee. Take the hands onto the mat in front of you. Drop that left foot. Shoot that right leg back. Three-legged plank. Let's lower down. Elbows in. And then drop that right foot as you come into up dog. And downward facing dog. That's really good, everyone. So just take a few breaths here. Option to lower the elbows. It's your choice. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as you gaze between the hands. Step or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to drop. Inhale to rise. Gaze up. Exhale to release. Take a few moments here. We're going to work that on the other side. So we've only got a few minutes to go. So hopefully you'll know what to expect. Be a little bit easier. So let's come back. Let's find out Tadasana. Lift those toes. Spread them out. Bring them down. Arms by the side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Let's fold forward from the hips. Inhale. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Step it back into plank pose. Let's hold plank for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower it down. Elbows hug in. Press the tops of the feet. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's inhale that left leg in the air. Keep the hips in line. Nice strong back. Let's bend the knee. Bring that left foot between the hands. Inhale. Lift the arms up. Low lunge. Let's open the arms wide. Let's twist it over to the left. Breathe in. Back through center. Let's take it over to the right. Let's come back through center. Prayer to the sky. Let's inhale. We straighten that front leg. And lower. And straighten. And lower. And straighten. One more time. Lower. And straighten. And let's lower it again. And straighten. Let's bring the hands behind you. Now what you can do here, you can bring the fists as we did before, or you can do reverse prayer or something different, or opposite elbows. So I'm going to go for opposite elbows this time. Inhale, we lift, we open the heart, and exhale as we come forward. So we're coming into humble warrior. This is a strong pose, so be careful. Just a few breaths here. We've got about 5 minutes to go. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. Exhale. And let's inhale, come all the way up. Let's bend into that front knee. Pop that right foot in slightly. Take the hands to the waist if you want. And we're going to inhale as we lift that right foot off the mat, coming into our warrior three. So this is definitely my weaker side. So remember, suck in that left glute, because what we're trying to do is to avoid locking out into that standing hip. And I want you to slowly start bending that left knee. Bring the hands to the mat. Drop that right foot. Shoot that left leg behind you into your three-legged plank. And let's lower it down. So elbows in. Drop the left foot. Untap the right toes as we open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's take one more inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Step or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to release. So we're almost there. What we're going to do next is tree pose. So you can start on whichever side you want. So just take a couple more breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to find our grounding. So I'm going to start with the right leg lifted first. I'm going to press into that standing foot. Start engaging that glute on that standing side. I'm going to bring that right knee up into the chest first of all. And I'm going to take that right foot and place it either above that left knee or below. So just be safe. Bring the hands to the heart center. And when you're ready, you can open that tree. So don't worry if you wobble or fall. We're going to slowly release that right foot. Bring the knee into the chest. Take the hand and just give it a nice squeeze. And slowly release. Shake it out. I'm going to move over to the other side. So I'm going to bring that left knee up towards the chest. And bring that left foot above that right knee. So I'm bringing it towards the left thigh. So that's just what I'm doing. Not particularly well. Bring the hands to heart center. And open that tree whenever you're ready. When you're ready, slowly release that foot. Bring that knee into the chest and give it a nice little squeeze. And slowly release. And just shake it all out. And in your own time, just bring the feet mat distance apart, hands to heart center. And let's start lowering down into our yogi squat. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. And slowly bring the bum to the mat. And we're going to come into our final Shavasana. So what I want you to do, bend the knees, come onto the forearms first, like so. Breathe into the upper body. So we want to get that lift in the upper body. And then slowly bring your back down towards the mat. So we're trying to create that length for Shavasana. So I'm just keeping an eye on the time. We're going to be here for about a minute. We're finishing a bit later because we did start a little bit later. we're just going to start deepening the breath. And slowly starting to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And let's rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. So take your time here. And I want you to take a nice big stretch. Just draw the knees in. And we're going to meet in our cross-legged position in a few breaths. So get there in a safe way. So you can roll out to the side or rock up and down the spine. It's entirely up to you. And when you're in your cross-legged position, just keep your eyes closed and your face soft. You can bring the hands to heart center if you wish. And we're going to end today's practice with our 3 clearing breaths. And you can bring the thumbs up to the third eye. And I want to thank you for joining me for today's practice. And as always, thank you for joining me on this journey over the last few months and working with me on new sequences and being creative. I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a fantastic New Year if I don't see you next week. The inner light in me will always honor the inner light in each and every one of you and your families and loved ones. Thank you so much for today's practice.
Thanks, Shab.
Thanks so much, guys. I'll drop you an email. But yeah, happy Christmas and a happy New Year if I don't see you next week.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
See you, Shabnam. Bye.
See you later. Thanks, David. Good to see you again.
Yeah, cheers.
Take care. Bye.